Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Scott Morrow. Happy Friday. Sorry for not doing a preview on YouTube on Wednesday evening. My headphones packed out, so I had to get some new ones. My headphones packed out as I was going to the Swindon Newport game on Tuesday evening. Swindon won 1-0, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Roma 1, Real Betis 2, Paulo Dybala scoring from the penalty spot, Guido Rodriguez scoring a brilliant goal just before half-time, Luis Enrique, the Brazilian winger who came on for Nabil Fekir in the first half, scoring the winner just a few minutes before the end of the game. And then Nicolo Zaniolo was sent off for a petulant kick on German Petzela in stoppage time. Another disappointing defeat for AS Roma in the Europa League. That is their second one out of 3 games. They lost to Ludogorets and now losing the first of the double header to Real Betis, which means Roma are third in the Europa League group, with Real Betis winning all 3 games. They're 3 from 3. Ludogorets, who drew with HJK Helsinki yesterday, are in second, and then Roma are in third. And just think, Roma won the Conference League last season, and then struggling now in the Europa League. This was a very poor performance from Roma yesterday. They struggled against a very good footballing side in Real Betis. You can see why they're doing really well in La Liga. Excuse me, even though they lost to Celta Vigo at the weekend, they're a very good technical side. Very easy on the eye, very good ball players in the team. With Sergio Canales and Nabil Fekir in your midfield, you're very, very going to be a very good side, very technical on the ball, as I said, easy on the eye. Roma were quite maybe a bit fortunate to go in ahead. Real Betis did have some chances, all from long range. Paulo Dybala scored from a penalty spot. Very good penalty, sent Claudio Bravo the wrong way after a handball, which was given on close range via VAR. I think the referee was Slovenian or Slovakian. I think he was Slovenian. He imposed himself on the game yesterday, but yeah, Dybala sent Claudio Bravo the wrong way, and then we saw what we've seen quite a lot recently in Roma games: the lack of a defensive midfielder. And we've said it on our Roma podcast, which I'm the host of, La Magicast, that time and time again we're seeing this problem where Roma have no defensive midfielder. And as you could see yesterday, when Guido Rodriguez scored from long range, there was no one closing him down. Me, like other people, have decided to put a thread out on social media, so it's on my Twitter, which you can see at the bottom, where I've put out a thread where on more than one occasion where Roma have been lacking a defensive midfielder and get caught out with teams hitting long range distance efforts on goal from 25 yards out plus, and no one is following up to defend from Roma. And it's happened against Juventus. Manuel Locatelli had a disallowed goal. The second Udinese goal in the 4-0 win against Roma, Brian Cristante was caught horribly out of position in the Ludogorets for the Ludogorets' first goal. We've seen it against Atalanta for Scalvini's goal, and then on last Saturday when Alsani had an effort on goal, and then we saw it again last night where it's causing so many problems, and this has to be eradicated. We will go blue in the face talking about this on social media. I myself, we've been picking out the parts of it on our podcast, but it's painful to watch this time. I thought Roma would probably get a draw out of it, but the goal right at the end, Rodri did really, really well to get ahead of Zaleski, who came on in the first half after Zeki Celik got injured after Gianluca Mancini absolutely wiped him out with a challenge probably about 5-10 minutes into the game. And then today he's going to be out for about 3 to 4 weeks. So I think he might be out until January at the latest after the World Cup break. But yeah, Betis scored right at the end. I think it was thoroughly deserved. Roma struggled. They didn't really attack that much down the flanks. That's where they're quite dangerous. Zaleski was the only time got down the flanks, the wide areas, and they put one or two good crosses in. Brian Cristante missed a horrible chance from close range, which was straight at Claudio Bravo. If he scored, if he hit it at either side, he would have scored. But it's frustrating again. Roma did create chances, but they didn't play that well. Betis deserved to win the game. They looked very good and played a quite attacking game of football where Roma struggled to contain them. They struggled against the press and always had to hit the ball long to an isolated front three of Abraham, Dybala and Zaniolo, and then Zaniolo got him stupidly himself sent off in added time, kicking out at Herman Petzela, who, in my opinion, should already have been sent off after he hauled down, I think it was Belotti who came on and then side down someone else and only got a booking then. There's no consistency in referees this season, but it's a problem. Roma play Lecce at the weekend on Sunday evening, and then they travel away to Seville to take on Real Betis in the second game. They'll be without Zaniolo, who picked up the red card. I think he might miss the remainder if it was a straight red. So the violent conduct, that's 3 games. He probably won't be playing in the rest of Europe this year. Another disappointing display. I think that's the 4th defeat this season in 11 games. Udinese, Atalanta, Real Betis, and Ludogorets, 2 at home, 2 away. Roma are turning into the XG side where they create a lot of chances and can't score, and then they get hit at the sucker punch at the end. It's the story of our season. But yeah, I'm not going to ramble on. I will probably be back on Monday evening to talk about the Lecce review. I was going to do reviews and previews, but that's quite damning. There's a lot of games in the next 5 or 6 weeks. I think we're going to have 9 or 10 games. But I'll come back on Monday evening after we record La Magicast on Monday evening, talking about the Lecce game on Sunday. It's an uphill struggle now for Roma in the Europa League. They need to win at Betis and then win the remaining game. Excuse me, I was about to sneeze, but no, to have a chance of finishing in the top of the group. Remember, in the Europa League, top team actually qualifies for the latter stages. The other team goes into a playoffs like they did last season. From the teams who finished 3rd in the Champions League come down. It's the same in the Conference League. But that's enough from me. I will be back on Monday evening to talk about the Lecce game. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you're going to games like myself, enjoy the football over the weekend. That's enough from me. Ciao.